What's up, y'all? What's up, Barbie? What's up, Gustavo? Firewater. What's up, Roger? We're gonna hang out here for a bit. I just had a long drive and I just pulled up to my favorite spot along the 5 freeway. And this, if you know this spot, you know, but it's got one of the best views of Mount Shasta. What's up, John P? Yeah, I've been hearing about the heat out there in Europe. It's actually it gets hot out here too, but it's a nice day today. I want to say it's probably 75 and it's pretty clear. There is a looks a little bit smoky. I wonder if there's some fires burning. You could see to the left over here. That's where some burnt areas are. That's all burnt over there. Hey, Gustavo, ojo, ojo. Yeah, what up, Diesel? Yeah, keep an eye out for any UFOs. You know, they talk a whole lot about Mount Shasta and UFOs and all sorts of other stuff. Maybe we'll talk about it, but I'm gonna just chill. Let the phone stream here. You guys could kick back. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I'm gonna be here for a while. Good to see you, Diesel. Hope you're well. Diesel, finally, I'm out. I'm out, brother. I'm ready to hit the woods. Well, we're in the woods now, but finally, drop them links. Drop them links. Yeah, we're gonna chill here for a bit. So heads up. We're sky watching and squatching right now. We're keeping I gotta meet up with robot granny a little later. She got some cookies for me. What's up, Smoochie? Actually, I gotta crouch down low to see the chat. This is the best way. I got the camera propped up on a rock, but the rock's pretty low. Gustavo, ojo, keep your eyes peeled, brother, for any UFOs. What's up, Genocide? Good to see you, bro. Working, driving, listening. Well, you're not gonna wanna you might want to change the channel, bro, because I'm just chatting really quick to touch base, say what's up. But I'm just gonna let the phone stream, so it'll probably be silent for a while. It's probably silent the first 5 minutes. What's up, Gerald? Drone balloons. Yeah, Gustavo dropped a comment on one of my old videos. He said balloon. I don't know if he was serious or not. He probably was. but I've mentioned about these balloon looking ones. I think they're a lot of them are UAPs used by government surveillance, says John P. There you go. Someone's dropping a link. You could, hey Diesel, do you ever drop a link to your website, dieselart.com? And Diesel, actually, when I was packing up, I found one of your stickers, the one with the happy face, and I think it's got the eyes xed out. So I'm gonna slap that on my cooler a little later. You could hear the highway traffic right behind me. So the freeway's right here. And so I think this is a good spot. And I think it probably is for Bigfoot to do road crossings. They probably they come off the mountain. And there's a trail right here that goes in. I remember talking to a local. He's like, yeah, I walk this trail every morning. It's like sometimes I've run into some bears before. No Bigfoot though. But anyway, I think they would come down the mountain and go through this trail. And right behind me is the freeway. It's like this is a freeway in itself for them. Carol, I'm trying to work something out with Robot Granny. See if I could score some cookies for you. It was because of the way the object moved. It wobbled. It wasn't spinning. Gustavo. Right on, man. No problem. You know what? There's some mullen right here. And I know I owe and I might be able to get you the mullen. I know I owe Chiro Sound some mullen from Oregon. It's been years, but I haven't forgotten. I just spotted some Mount Shasta mullen. It's probably some good stuff. They're known for their sage and some other herbs as well. Look at that. I think that's it right there. I don't want to move the camera right now, but it's budding. Look at that summer, and there's still snow up there. You have been mulling it over. Yes, it's good for your lungs. You can smoke it. Not telling you to, but I think you could drink it in teas also. Remember one time we came here and I found some bones. Could have been wildlife predation or never know, maybe some weird people doing some occult stuff. Yeah, it's furry. This one's not that furry, but it has some fur on it. Maybe it's a different variety. Anyway, I'm still keeping an eye out for any anomalous objects, for any anomalies or any weird happenings. Tea is how fire water does it. Right on. Yeah, you guys, so weird. 5 thumbs up on a Mount Shasta live stream. There's 6. Ah, I went to town earlier, the town of Mount Shasta. B1s. The fur can choke you in a T. I don't know what happened. What's up, Magneticus? Juliana, you're headed up north from there. All right, peep my camera somewhere up that mountain. What? You lost the camera up here? I'll look for it. Juliana, I'm nearby. Actually, spoke to my buddy, and he was in Reading when I got up here, but he's headed over to Willow Creek, so we can't really meet up for lunch or anything. I'm kind of taking a different route. YouTube. Oh, there. Look, Judy's. Yeah, I did see Magnetic is posted a video. I didn't read the title. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw he posted. Should we do like a CE 420? See what happens. Maybe that'll. Yes, I went to town, got some gas. I think there used to be a Nepalese or a Himalayan restaurant, but I can't find it. But there's an Indian restaurant that opens at noon. Of course, there's Mexican and all that. Gonna stop by the health food store, probably pick up a couple things. And then yeah, I was looking for Lemurians. Just checking for any tall whites, even tall blacks. You know, there's man, I don't know the brother's name, and it's a missing 411 case at the moment, but I don't know. I'd like to hear other people's takes. There's some new chat, well, new to me channels to me that go in on a lot of the 411 cases, and they bring up they really deep dive, and they bring up a whole lot of information that's not put out there, and they're not so 411. But there was one that Politis uh mentioned, and it was a black couple, guy and a girl, and they were here in the town of Mount Shasta staying at a Momo. And I don't know what happened, but they say there were some mushrooms involved, and the guy ended up having an episode, and he took off, and he was never found. I think they were from the Oakland or Richmond area down by the bay. And I think we've brought this case up before. You know, we snorkeled on it. We didn't deep dive. But yeah, they say they never found them. And I think that's ooh, I could see that happening here. Uh yeah, I don't know. You know what? There's some calendula right next to that mullet. Yeah, man. Cheese like get me some. I don't know the legalities of it, but What's up, Richard? Hell yeah, Richard's in the house. Now it's a party. He got the Kool-Aid. Don't get too excited. It's not the electric Kool-Aid. But here in Mount Shasta, you never know. Sure, someone got some. Good morning, everybody from Fairbanks, Alaska. What's up, Richard? Getting a view of Mount Shasta there. Loco, what's up? Hello, Mouse Shorts and everyone. And if I step away from the camera for a minute, don't trip. Chocolate chip, y'all just chop it up in the chat. You know what's nice is that got the place to ourselves right now. I've been here with other people before, like while other people have been here. It's all good. No one's citing anything. The 70s were great for electric Kool-Aid, says Firewater. Damn. Let's see what other herbs we find. If you step away from the camera, you might not want to trip or we'll see you fall. Are you are you back in Washington, Magneticus? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. I drove all night. What was it? Maybe I don't know how many hours I did from LA, but I avoided a lot of traffic, so that was good. It's 300 degrees here, Louisiana. Oof. What's up, Tyler? Light it up, bro. Still in survival mode. I hear that. And this is what this is too, like getting out, go live in the woods for who knows how long, sharpen up those wildlife skills. Yeah, I'm excited. And come on, what other cases? There's some missing persons cases out of Shasta. There's the Carl Landers, which who knows? I think he could have fallen off the mountain. A lot of people. I think there was an Argentinian guy, Gustavo. Look it up, bro. Recently, that fell from Mount Shasta here, bro. I want to say a couple months ago. And there's been other ones. I think Yosemite just had one. A youngster, I think in his 20s. I don't know what he was doing, but he fell off. I think it might have been one of the waterfalls or something like that. I didn't get into the details, but a lot of stuff happening in national parks lately. A lot of spills. Some have even had doubles, like within the same week or within a few days. Forget what national park that was, but also some falls. And yeah, got to be safety first, right? Y'all know Castle Crags. I was gonna stop by there. I've stopped by once before. They give you 15 minutes. The ranger will allow you 15 minutes in the parking lot without paying. And from the parking lot, you can see the crags. And it does look like a melted castle. I've gotten a little video of it before. I don't know. Somebody told me not to stop by today. I wanted to. I wanted to make a lot of little pit stops, but we're on a mission. So there is this little watch. I'll show you over here. There is this shiny thing, but it's probably a house or maybe some sort of structure. Could be see that? Y'all see that? Or it could be an orb. I'm trying to be as still as possible, but you see that on the it's probably shining like that because of the sun, but from the naked eye, it looks like maybe what I would imagine what are those what do you call it? Metal water uh water tanks. The hell is that? And I don't know what this little structure thing is. Yeah, look, so this is let me take you around. Now that I moved the camera, I'll give you a view. So there's this pull out here. Finally washed my truck. This thing is jam packed. Still have space on the roof rack though, just in case. See, this is the 5 freeway right here. And you have this little side street here. I'm giving up my location. I don't mind. Some people won't give their locations and da da da. But anyway, thank you, Judy. Yeah, I love my taco Tacoma gang. Look, Mount Shasta City next right. What else? So Telos is in there. What's up, Roger? Yeah, I actually gotta let's see. Got some things done before I had to come out here. Look at that. New shocks. Oh my goodness. That was a kick and you know where, but I needed it done. And finally got it done. And I also what else did I what the heck? Your cousin has a Toyota? Right on. Oh crap. I forgot to send. Oh, don't worry, bro. It's all good. I wouldn't have received it anyway. What was I what did we do? Oh, motor mounts. Yes. Got some new motor mounts in. And guess what? The truck, license plate shown. Damn it. Don't dox me. What was I gonna say? Yes, they are nice. I used to have a black one, 4-cylinder, and I finally upgraded to this baby here. Had it for several years. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. The heck? Oh yeah, Telos. So Telos is inside. There's the I am. I don't know. What do you? Some people would consider them a cult. The I am cult. Uh, what else is in Shasta, you guys? So much stuff here. I'd like to check out Pluto's cave one of these days. I've never done an overnight, and I've never. Let's see. I've been on the mountain several times. Nice dark gray taco. Yeah, Roger. I do like the big Rams, and I would love a rig with more power. And I won't say that too loud because don't want to make my truck jealous. I don't want to pop. I want to. Shasta. Cheers. Tacomas could what? Could take a beating too. Yep, very durable. But I've been giving a lot of TLC to my Tacoma. Oh yeah, so after all that stuff, and I asked about the ball joints too, because I had complained from years back this rattling noise that my truck makes when I go over bumps and stuff. And I thought the recent uh like the shocks and the motor mounts would have stopped the noise, but it it still rattles, not as much. We tightened several things as well, but uh my mechanic was saying it's just probably because it's an older rig. So I'd probably have to take it to the body shop if I do want it to be quieter. Huh, let's see. Dash says, I've heard all sorts of crazy things happen at Mount Shasta. Yeah, things have. I've had some negative things happen here too, but I'm glad to be back in this state of mind and able to heal from those experiences. But I've had a lot of good experiences here too. Gotten to hanging out in town as well. But yeah, I've been on the mountain a few times. We would just drive up there, check things out. One time I hiked with the Queen. We had spent the night here. There's been several times where we spent the night in town, but not on the mountain. And one time we went hiking through some trails, and it was still snowy. And we found this huge pile of someone was eating manzanita berries. Out here we have the, let's see, I think that's manzanita right there. And I like, can you, I don't know if you can see my finger. Sun's in my way. I think those are manzanitas. And I like the manzanitas. I love them because they remind me of like dwarf madrone trees or something. But I think they're a bush technically, right? I don't know. Fact check me. But the manzanita berry, my queen makes I guess you could say a salve out of them, and it's amazing for poison oak. So put that in your notes. What are these guys? What up, Muschetti? We're chilling here, bro. We're gonna kick back for a little bit. We're about a half hour in. You haven't missed out. We have not been abducted. Sorry, had to blow that little bug off. No sightings yet, but we are talking some Mount Shasta, trying to prop y'all up properly here. Dang it. So yeah, we're officially squatching. Can't find that sweet spot anymore. There we go. It's a little tilted. There we go. Yeah, welcome in, Muschetti. Yeah, so and I'm man, I think I got like 5 bars here. So we got service here, but there's gonna be a lot of locations where we're not gonna have service, so you probably won't hear from me. So this is good. We get to hang out for a little bit. And we're sky watching as well, up to 22. All right. Yeah, I'm sure some people don't like that we're here. Of course, Sharon. Yes, safety first. Actually, when I got to town, I touched base with my brother, my sister, my mother, my father. So hit up Granny too. Let's see. Try to sprint up that mountain in 3, 2, 1. Oh man. I think there's also a story, and I believe it's Mount Shasta. And darn, I forget the name of the dude, but he had hiked up with some friends, and I think he was ahead of the pack too. So much so that he had made it, I forget how far up, and started ascending and might have passed his friends or something like that. I forget how the story goes, but his friends came back down and he decided to go back up, and he went like full force. I think he was running. And after that second run, he never came back down the mountain. And I believe that's another 411 case out of Mount Shasta. I could be wrong though. But yeah, there's a lot of them. If I keep thinking, I'm sure I could remember uh more. I know there's more for sure. Are they all mysterious? Probably not. We're in Northern California. We're still in California. But even the Pacific Northwest is creepy, all the woods. Yeah, Muschetti heard that one. Anywhere there's woods, there's that potential for danger. But same thing in the city, anywhere you go. So, people talk about, oh yeah, you're in the backwoods, you better be careful. Yeah, you better be careful. But same thing in the big city. Anything could happen anywhere. No one's exempt. I seen it in some show about mysterious mountains or something. Yeah. It was probably could have been Politis. All right, I'm gonna go grab some of the drink. Y'all hang out, chop it up in the chat, drop them links. It says we are the real deal in the pack. Yeah, fire water. You already know. Yeah, portals can be anywhere. And they say, especially here, that's another thing they talk about because this being a volcano, the Cascades. Got to see Mount Lassen, which is the neighbor of Mount Shasta. Haven't been there yet, but we have learned, and they say that the Mount Lassen is the last volcano of the cat. Excuse me, last volcano. And look, this even looks volcanic, right? This rock here. I remember my grandma one time. She had came up to Reading and brought me back a gift from up here. Me and my brother. She gave us some lava rocks from Mount Shasta when we were kids. That was super cool. I loved it, but of course I lost it. But Lassen is the last volcano of the Cascades and is where the Cascades ends and the Sierras begin. Is what I learned recently. I don't know. You got to fact check everything now, right? Even with AI, you got to fact check AI. What up, Digger Dog? Snow. Yeah, where are you, Digger Dog? Are you up here already? I might run into you, brother. If I could, I don't even want to mention it, but if I could afford it, we'll show up, bro. And I believe I don't know if you want to announce it, Digger Dog, because I don't want to mention where you're gonna be at. If you don't want people to know, but I do want to show up. I should have bought my tickets early, and there's a chance we might stop by, but and we'll see if Digger Dog mentions it in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to drink, and y'all feel free to skywatch. Keep an eye out for the Squatch or Lemurians, Robot Granny. There you go, Judy. So I was able to make the drive. I got two of these. I got the berry lemonade, I think it was. This is Bravo Mango. It's my first time trying them. This one still has some, so I didn't finish both. I'm about to, but with almost two, kept me up all night. So yeah, a lot of portal talk. Um, yeah, I think you're looking at the portal there. The mountain is the portal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need some shades for some serious sky watching. So again, I don't know what that thing, that shiny thing was. And check it out. Like I'm not sure, but I don't see that shiny thing, whatever that water tank, whatever the hell it was. Look, y'all see it anymore? I don't see it anymore. It's hotter than a pair of balls. What the hell? In skinny jeans. Say, y'all remember the shiny thing I was pointing out over there that I mentioned? I thought was a water tank or something. Could have been some. I mean, a vehicle. Who knows? But I no longer see it. And even from here, with the naked eye, it looked like looked really bright and reflective and round. So I couldn't really see the object. And here, I'll pan slowly because then you get that motion blur. Nice, Judy. Oh yeah, and thank you, Juliana. I guess we should be looking for speakers. Y'all hear? Juliana put me up on game about that lady that found a. Y'all seen that, right? I know the cryptid huntress recently touched on it, looking for a bunch of speakers. I'm having fungus explosion, wet toes from the planet water. What the hell? You all right, bro? You got athlete's foot? What's going on? All right, where's that spot? Yeah, we'll hang out for a little longer. Yeah, I'm gonna miss all of you. Hopefully, I heard some of last year, some of the areas we were in that were have always been known for not having a service. We found a few areas in the mountains where we had gotten service, and we were able to live stream from areas we would have never thought possible. But then I heard recently also some of those spots we had found with cell service supposedly aren't available anymore. So we'll see. What's up, Gnome Drew? Gnome Drew. Andrew's probably driving by us right now. I wouldn't be surprised, but what did he say? He's driven by there. What's up, Mikey? That place looks like an alien planet when you drive by the lakes by Mount Yeah. So you have driven by here. I wouldn't doubt it. You're all over the place, man. But yeah, a lot of trucks up here. That's Mount Shasta, Mikey. I'll be right back. And we did do a low key. We did a CE 420 request. Hopefully, that shiny object was confirmation, but I'm not sure. We'll see if it pops up again. What's up, Daryl? So Shasta, I believe, is a 14er, right? Is it 14,000 feet? I think down here we're at like maybe 2,000, maybe three the most, but I think it might be two or three. You do feel high, like elevated for sure. A white van, creepy, was gonna pull up right now, but it was a dread. It was a dreadhead. So, but I think he let me keep the space. Who knows? He might pull back up. Maybe you seen the camera rolling or something. Oh, someone blessed us with some diamonds. Wow. 5 diamonds. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, could we whoops. That's what you want to find when you're up here, right? The gold and the jewels, and talk about those Lemurians going down into the town of Shasta, paying with nuggets of gold, buying groceries and what's up, Hillbilly Air? Bless up, bro. Light one up. You know what time it is? Trying to see what did Magnetic is saying so? No. What Juliana say? New lighter time. Dang that win. Yeah, we'll hang out for another 10 minutes. It's 4:20 here. The hell? Sleepy Joe. We had some creepy type, creepy serial killer type dude asking us for directions at the park while we was barbecue. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, we've had stuff like that happen. That's scary. Yeah, we'll hang for another 10 minutes. And excuse me if I missed any messages. He might not been a serial killer, but he looked at, yeah. What is it? Quack like a duck? That duck is sick. Come on, I could do it. my my quacks ain't coming out right now. Sandman, cheers, bro. All right, we're keeping an eye out for that shiny object again. Chances are it was nothing, but you never know. There's a really good, some really good videos on Mount Shasta. This guy did. He gets all into the lore and he explores some of these places. And I think he found like petroglyphs and stuff like that. And I forget I've shared his channel before. His videos are from like almost like 20 years ago, probably 15, 16 years ago. Because I throw food at them every day. Gold for cold ones and rolled ones, says Mikey. Oops. Gotta be careful how I tap the phone here. Let's see. I got a gang of birds stalking my trailer. Damn, what you got in the trailer? And that's cool because that Indian restaurant, I'm gonna go look at it. And I want to say I've been there before. And I know some of you are skeptical about certain food. I like Indian, I like spicy food, but oh man, someone mentioned something recently that really has me questioning food a lot more. You got to question all your food. Who's making it, how they're preparing it, what's their attitude. You want that good love into your food, right? Be mora. Hey, I got the little saucers with me. They're packed up. Blessings to you, BFD. Something flew by you feed a minute ago. Oh, could be a bug, could be one of those fast movers, those UAPs that look like bugs. The vibes are contagious. 100. Oh, does B Moda have a channel? I should be following it. I usually follow people back. It looks silver. Oh, interesting. In the video clip of Castle Crags, which is right down the road from here, I took a little video. I mentioned the Rangers let you chill for 15 minutes in the parking lot. And in that video, I slowed it down and I'm positive I see things, but I'm not the best at breaking down videos. But one day maybe we'll learn, or maybe one day someone would like to do a breakdown of the video. If you're interested, I could send it to you. But I do see some objects darting by. It's really hard to tell. Could be bugs, but looks like it came out of the crags. It's weird. Yeah, earlier, Bimora, Barbara, there was this shiny thing that was ground level over on the left side of the screen earlier in the stream. And it went away. So who knows what it was? It's kind of at the base of the mountain. And I don't think there's any roads. Could be roads in that area. And you know what? Um, Jonathan Easley recently, Bigfoot, Western Bigfoot Explorations, got to do a interview with Bobo and Cliff for their Bigfoot and Beyond podcast. So that's super cool. I know. I think that's behind a what is it, paid firewall now, which is which is fine. Hopefully, I'll be able to afford that because I really enjoyed their YouTube when they were posting on YouTube. But I get it. We got to make that bread to be able to do all this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be in uh grind mode when I get back. Cause yeah, I'm gonna believe me, it is not cheap, especially just gas. Period. And I haven't even done most of my food shopping yet. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But my sister blessed me up a few minutes ago, so that was cool. Got a little help there. But we always make it one way or another, somehow, some way. See, I'm missing the chat. See, hopefully, Juliana, hopefully I get to see you at least even on the way back down. If I don't see you within the next or soon, on the way down for sure. William Nighthawk, bless up. Cheap hell, brother. Nothing cheap anymore. Well, actually, dude, there is a few cheap things. You better fool. I pity the fool. Yeah, no, we gotta make it happen. So we'll make it happen somehow, some way. Even if I gotta track you down on some other mountain, maybe I'll find you at the festivities. Who knows? All right, we'll rock for 3 more minutes here, and then we'll go head back into town and grab a little grub because the dwarf got the munchies. I'm getting a picture of you on my donkey for everyone. Hell, oh man, I should have brought my cowboy boots. Dang it. And my cowboy hat. I do have one. I do have a pair as well. Cayman. For your information, if anyone, Digger Dog, let's see, if anyone likes those dishes, send them on my way. Oh, that was Bimora. I thought that was Digger Dog. And we are, see, Machete just starting seeing photos. Ghost pipe in my area. I'll be in Santa Rosa, Glen, for the next 4 weeks, hoping to meet you if you come this way. Also, right on, Monica Rawlings. So, Digger Dog, are you not going to the fest? Are you going to Oregon? 'Cause that would be a reason to stop by. Wow. Tried Amanita. How'd that go? Oh, never agent, non narcotic painkiller. Bro, the night, come on. Nighthawk. Can't Nighthawk summon something? Hopefully not law enforcement. I mean, we're not doing anything, but what was that about the Mullen? And here, let's zoom in on the burnt area again. It's interesting that that shiny thing popped up in that kind of in that burnt area. I'd like to ride a Honda two wheeler on that road. Oh yeah, yeah. I used to have we used to have a side by side, but it was the monster. You know, monster. It was a Kawasaki, but the monster energy. So it was like that slime green, and it had the logo in the front and everything. But used it for a few seasons, but got rid of it. But it'd be rad. Our neighbors used to have like the Can-Ams and all right, let's zoom in on the mountain. I'm gonna do some slow pan zooms before we head out here. Hopefully the bugs will. I've been enjoying fresh homegrown chamomile, lemon balm tree. Yo, Digger Dog, give me a second. I'm trying to pan slowly. I'm trying to read. What did Digger Dog say? Hopefully I didn't miss anything important. Give me 1 second. We'll do another pan. But Hillbilly Herb, there's some herbs here, bro. Too many responsibilities helping. Oh, bummer. All right. Yeah, and I know Jeremiah, once again, still keeping Jeremiah in my prayers, and hopefully you are too. Yeah, he's not gonna make it this year either. We're talking about Sasquatch Summerfest. What up, Jeff? Yo, peep it, Hillbilly Herb. Herbalist calendula, brother. Yes, I. Oh, what did I say? Calendula. Chamomile. Yeah, my bad. Getting my herbs mixed up. But that is mullein, right? It's a mullein nugget. Look at that bud. Mixed lavender and chamomile. Oh yeah. Yep. You got the herbs. Where's the ganja? Well, yeah, there's probably some ganja growing up around these hills for sure. Show you the backside. Toilet paper to pinch. Better not have leaves of three. Oh yeah, this is all Sasquatch territory. You can feel it. It's squatchy. You over here. Sorry for the shaky. What was that? That little bug. I don't know what that tip is up there, but I thought you could see the crags, Castle Crags from up here. Yes, Barbara, love it up here. There's a little bit of snow right up in there. Look at that. I guess that's what is that tree line? There's no trees up there unless it like it got it looks like dude what? Unless it got burnt or logged. Looks like a dude sleeping. The big peak is his nose. All right. Yeah, it could be a sleeping giant for sure. Was it that one over there? Too bad you can't see the crags. If you look up Castle Crags, you'll trip out. And was Castle Crags a melted old world building? I brought that up. I don't know. It could be. I wonder. Be super cool. Makes me wonder. Well, they call it Castle Crags because it looks like a castle. Looks like Fire Scar. Right on, Juliana. Thank you. And then what else? I was going to show you this. Here's this hill. So I don't know if that's maybe it's a pyramid under there or something. Or they just pile a bunch of dirt and rocks. Is that a little volcano, like a little blemish on the earth? That's a pyramid. Lakes behind the crags are cool to visit. Right on. And you know what? Dunsmuir, which is right under Castle Crags, right? Or are the crags in Dunsmuir? I'm not sure. They have the whole train thing, which brings up the old world topic. And there's some guys that actually did some videos on Dunsmuir and showing old world I guess like buildings and stuff. My brother actually was mentioning he shared the video with me, but I don't remember it. But I stopped by Dunsmuir to try to find some old world stuff, and I didn't find. I was looking in the wrong places, and maybe I was still too green with the topic, so I didn't know what to look for. But oh yeah, Hillbilly Herb, you'd love it up here for sure. Can't miss that anomaly driving by. Yeah, but all the train stuff, anywhere there's trains now, I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably from the old world. Cinder Cone Volcano says Digger Dog. Right on. Good to know. And hopefully there's no earthquakes here, So I wanted to share something. My mom got this little handle here. So my mom side, mama, uh, her side of the, what up, Cali Bill, what up, bro? I'm gonna be in your area. So heads up, I might run into you, brother. And I will be going down to the res every so often, maybe to stock up on supplies, say what's up. Hopefully I run into Inker. So Jonathan and I from Western Bigfoot Explorations, he wanted to speak to someone local native, and I was able to find Inker for him. And he did a cool video, which he hasn't released yet. But his YouTube channel, Western Bigfoot Explorations, he dropped a recent video also on this Idaho case. Really good video. Check it out, y'all. Someone drop his link. Um, but Ma Dukes, so I was just mentioning earthquake. Don't say it 3 times, right? But our that side of the family is from Venezuela. And Venezuela recently got rocked with 2 major back-to-back earthquakes, 7.2 and then a 7.5. I think death toll is up to like almost 3,000 or something like that. I heard earlier today. And there's gonna be more, a lot of missing people and stuff like that. And thank Jah Almighty that word got to me that all of our families pretty much accounted for and is okay thus far, and hopefully it remains like that. But wow, I can't imagine. I remember, what was it? The Queen and I went about 6 years ago, maybe seven. Seven. It's got to be like 7 or 8. I don't know. Time's flying, but and things were pretty rough there still. But hopefully, all this will change for and you've heard all the recent stuff happening. Uh, Hopefully, it's a better change for Venezuela because yeah, it's a beautiful country, beautiful people, and I don't know, it's just wild. We could use more earthquakes, and I know yeah. I'll stop there. Blue Lake. Nah, bro. We're up in. Let's see. Where we at? We're up in Shasta right now, Mount Shasta. Oh yeah, Bimora for sure. I'm totally with that. And things have been shaking everywhere too. Even up north up here. So we got to watch out. Let's see. Let's check the ridge lines before we head out. Make sure we don't see any giants walking or Bigfoot trotting along the ridges. Yeah, a whole lot going on. But anyway, it was cool to touch base with everyone. I want to send everyone some of these Mount Shasta vibes. Sending love to you all. Dwarf, go check out Siskiyou Lake. It's magical. Roger that. I seen a sign for it. Yeah, so many places here that I haven't been also. But I have been to let's see, Bernie Falls, which is over back that way, right? And then kind of cruised by the town of McLeod, which I hear is pretty weird. People talk about ferries being at Bernie Falls. What else have we checked out around here? Slipping my mind. But yeah, I'll definitely put that in my notes, brother Bill. And yeah, the Mullen might be able to score some more. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Peace, brother. Yeah, safe travels. Appreciate that. Much love to y'all. And stay tuned. I got to get some footage maybe with the new camera here also. Need to go back to Bernie Falls. Yep. Yeah, some weird stuff, some negative stuff happened to me there also, man. I got to go back and do some healing there. Soldiers of Jah Army. Robert, what up? Bless up, King. Good to see you, brother. I'm trying to smoke some mullet. Ah, I think you could order that stuff. All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out. And hopefully I'll touch base with you all soon. Hopefully I'll run into some of y'all soon. Have a blessed day. We out.